And the first one he's chosen to share with us is Friday Night in the Royal Station Hotel by Philip Larkin.
Light spreads darkly downwards from the high clusters of lights over empty chairs that face each other, coloured differently. Through open doors, the dining room declares a larger loneliness of knives and glass and silence laid like carpet. A porter reads an unsold evening paper. Hours pass, and all the salesmen have gone back to Leeds, leaving full ashtrays in the conference room. In shoeless corridors, the lights burn. How isolated, like a fort it is. The headed paper, made for writing home, if home existed, letters of exile. Now night comes on. Waves fold behind villages.
Jonny Greenwood of Radiohead, reading Friday Night in the Royal Station Hotel by Philip Larkin.
Come to sunny Prestatyn, laughed the girl on the poster, kneeling up on the sand in tautened white satin. Behind her, a hunk of coast, a hotel with palms, seemed to expand from her thighs and spread breast-lifting arms. She was slapped up one day in March, a couple of weeks, and her face was snaggle-toothed and boss-eyed. Huge tits and a fissured crotch was scored well in, and the space between her legs held scrawls that set her fairly astride a tuberous cock and balls autographed Titch Thomas, while someone had used a knife or something to stab right through the moustached lips of her smile. She was too good for this life. Very soon, a great transverse tear left only a hand and some blue. Now, Fight Cancer was there. Home is so sad. It stays as it was left, shaped to the comfort of the last to go as if to win them back. Instead, bereft of anyone to please, it withers so, having no heart to put aside the theft and turn again to what it started as, a joyous shot at how things ought to be, long fallen wide. You can see how it was. Look at the pictures and the cutlery, the music in the piano stool, that vase.
Guest reader all this week is Jonny Greenwood, a guitarist in Radiohead. Well, one of the two guitarists, if you want to be pedantic about it. Tonight he's reading an untitled poem by E. Cummings.
Pity this busy monster, man unkind, not. Progress is a comfortable disease. Your victim, death and life safely beyond, plays with the bigness of his littleness. Electrons deify one razor blade into a mountain range. Lenses extend unwish through curving where-when, till unwish returns on itself. A world of made is not a world of born. Pity poor flesh and trees, poor stars and stones, but never this fine specimen of hyper-magical ultra-omnipotence. We doctors know a hopeless case if, listen, there's a hell of a good universe next door. Let's go.
Prepare yourself. And tonight he reads from When God Decided to Invent by E. Cummings.
When God decided to invent everything, he took one breath, bigger than a circus tent, and everything began. When man determined to destroy himself, he picked the was of shall, and finding only why, smashed it into because.
Descriptions by Thomas Hardy.
Portion of this yew is a man my grandsire knew, bosomed here at its foot. This branch may be his wife, a ruddy human life now turned to a green shoot. These grasses must be made of her who often prayed last century for repose, and the fair girl long ago who I often tried to know may be entering this rose. So they are not underground, but as nerves and veins abound in the growths of upper air, and they feel the sun and rain and the energy again that made them what they were.
He's reading The Prospect by Thomas Hardy.
The twigs of the birch imprint the December sky like branching veins upon a thin, old hand. I think of summertime, yes, of last July when she was beneath them, greeting a gathered band of the urban and bland. Iced airs wheeze through the skeletoned hedge from the north with steady snores and a numbing that threatens snow, and skaters pass, and merry boys go forth to look for slides, but well do I know whither I would go.